how the nudity policy works for.
Stop it, stupid bed!
I know they're covered on what was it, but I don't know. Because I've seen streamers stream without t-shirts on before.
Yeah, and they got banned for it.
I don't think kids in t-shirts.
Or at least got a warning.
Could you pass me Kai's t-shirt, please? And Seth, yep. Seth, put your t-shirt on. And we need to get Jared a t-shirt. That way we're not going to get any warnings for nudity amongst our children. Push. Wait, get your thumb out your mouth and stick your arm in the sleeve. Come on. Somebody's falling asleep here.
That's what shower does to you. Relax you so much. Pee or fall asleep.
You think that's funny?
He's funny.
It's funny. Oh, stop being an... You're 5, Seth. You can dress yourself. Stop being an idiot.
Finally managed to do it.
Yeah.
You see why I picked this one?
My sound
It's
alert.
like screaming. I picked this one.
Yeah?
My sound alert's not working again. Say my sound alert
Morning, Cedric. How are
isn't
you?
working.
This is a little bit big.
Yeah.
This is too big and I can't feel it. Because it's too big.
Goes over.
I don't like anything too big. I don't like anything too big. I like anything small.
I've played a game like this before, I swear.
Yeah, there's something similar to this. It's on our mobile app.
It's too big.
Nobody wants it.
The Chuckster has returned.
The what?
The name Chucky.
Chucky?
Yeah. On the bacon.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hopscotch on the floor there.
Mm.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
I got no viewers. What a
Why
surprise.
you
Well, he just
think?
died.
Chuckster!
I just called him that. Cool, there you
I
go.
don't like anything too big.
Oh, didums.
Really, I like everything baggy.
It's too big
Comfortable.
Tree on my
and I can't wear it because it's too
Yeah, apparently if you're just in loose clothing or something uncomfortable and all that stuff, you're a slob.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yay me!
Go around.
I have now reached my goals and now I have nothing to strive for.
Alright, then, like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a second Twitch
That's
window
how you do it.
with mine so I can share it
Yeah.
Is it me or
to
am I doing
Facebook.
something?
Share it to Facebook. You the fucker first. So I'm no longer streaming directly to Facebook because they keep banning my fucking, not banning, nicking my streams.
That
Ugh.
one.
I should have probably said something about it.
No, it's good.
You have a very kind of short list.
Short list.
Grumpy old geezer.
I'm trying to remember where the...
I suppose I better share it to my gaming page as well.
Yeah.
Lovely to look at it, but that will.
You can share it to everyone.
Right, we'll see how this goes. Back to the game.
Right, my eyes are burning up already.
Promise you it will come back.
My eyes are burning up
Come on.
already where I want to shut
Hey.
the
You.
chips it. Bless.
There we go. I'm not fading into the darkness now.
Probably go to the new one.
I think I played a game game like this.
Seth,
on mobile
shut
at some
up.
point.
What you seem to forget, little man, is I am the boss of this house, not you.
This kitten's back.
Yeah, it does that.
It's going back.
Dragon bloggers are a group of streamers all stream under the same banner, different streams, different times. Some of them are quite good, the ones I've caught.
Please register anything.
What did you do?
Red coin. You can collect things and all that stuff and win prizes from them.
I don't watch Dragon bloggers often enough.
Stay still, stop.
Please register on what
Boom.
and link Twitch. They've got their, what was it, blocked.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
I had to undo that on mine because my
That'll do. It's a pass.
Discord, my, what was it, wasn't showing the link. Because I blocked it because people were sending me links to like porn sites and F-me sites in the stream, and I'm like, I don't want any of that.
Yeah, sadly they're not even worth that freaking fuckable, are they?
I don't really do the red coins or anything like that because I don't watch Dragon bloggers very often. You got to think, how long have I got?
You don't have to exactly watch them if you don't want to. Just type it in every once in a while and you'll get red coin.
You got to think how little time I actually have when I'm not off work. I'm working, I'm coming home, I'm doing what needs doing. I'm trying to get some gaming in, trying to get some streaming in. I don't have time to watch much. It's like I go on like Morning Stars or Stealth Stream or you know, any other stream that I watch. But I'm mostly just lurking in the background while I'm streaming on whatever I'm streaming. Which mostly at the moment it's just chatting streams. Speaking of streams, I need to edit my stream info on YouTube because it always puts it has the wrong information. Mute. Oh, that's not too bad. Is it? Nobody has ever in the. How long have I been streaming on Twitch? Because I started on Facebook last year, so it's January, February this year, and nobody has ever hit that Streamlabs link. And I started using the on.
Yeah, I think this is where you went wrong. You put a kids are about so it gets loud. You put a warning on there.
Oh, where was it? This one.
Ow.
On my OBS, there was this one, Willow, which is, yeah, supposedly so people can make donations, and I set all that up on my, what was it, and then every time I try and log into it now, it's being picked up by my virus checker. So I reckon it's been hacked. So I've had to remove that link from my information. Which is annoying. Oh, my Dixbus finally linked in. It won't help until I start playing a game. No, I'm not streaming to Facebook anymore because they keep fucking copyrighting me for stuff that's on in the background on the kids' tablets.
Number 2's due out shortly, I think, if I remember rightly.
What was that? Dave, what did you just say? Are you falling asleep, Squirt? Tiny human. Tiny human. So I need 2 more followers, but I need to get my viewership up because I'm averaging below 1% and it needs to be above 3.
You feeling good?
And the reason being is because I don't stream regular or at regular times. because of work and this brood,
No, not me.
and all of my streams are chaotic as crap because of this brood. You're falling asleep, aren't you, Chappie? Why are you so tired? It's me who's not getting enough sleep because of you lot. Why are you so tired, Topsy? Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Headshot.
Wasn't me. Ouch! You okay? You did that yesterday, doofus.
Headshot.
You'd think you'd learn your lesson by now.
Doll.
I don't like all the graphics happening in the background. That's quite funny.
You're killing the poor poochies, Dave. That's rude.
Steve, I come to save the day. What?
Okay, Dave, I'm gonna lurk on your stream to keep your numbers up. Yeah, I'm going to go and watch some videos. I want to play a game, but I can't at the moment. Turn your volume down to just above mute, and that'll keep me registered. What? You got cat fur on your nostrils, boy, along with the snot. Give me that cat fur. It's up your nose. How did you get cat fur up your nose? Eh? Fine, keep cat fur. Seth, did you take off that t-shirt I gave you? I don't care if you like it or not. When I give you clothes to wear, you wear them. It's a perfectly good t-shirt.
I want to.
Jarrett wears it fine.
Bill.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Got it. Got it. It's stuck right with it. Got it. Oh, I want to watch some. I don't need to change my info. For some strange reason, it's actually got the right info on there for a change. Should I put in my begging for money because I need a new motherboard post? Ah, fuck it, nobody's going to answer it, so I don't need to. It's coming home. Bloody football. I hate football with a vengeance. Bring back the teams from the 60s and 70s. They got my respect. These modern teams, these prima donna pufters, fuck off. As a bi man, I'm allowed to say that. Overpaid bunch of pansy boys. Why do you need napkins? I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. The Hive. Why would I spend that kind of money when I don't get time to use my Oculus? Oh, seems my slagging off footballers has cost me my one and only viewer. Tough. I am what I am who I am. If you don't like what I say and my opinions, either argue back in chat or fuck off. I'm too old to give a crap. Right, I'm going to go for a cigarette. Try and stay awake. Actually, I don't mind if you have a snooze in the morning because you'll still sleep tonight. It's when you snooze in the afternoon that you won't sleep. You know what, I'm going to try something here, because I think that viewer I just had in chat was me. Let's see if I get a viewer back by putting that up. You've got Kai's blanket. So if he hits you, it's your own fault. That's what it is to it. I think as much.
God, this is why I wanted to do it straight away. Now it's fucking up.
What's that?
Why let me share or why let me download it?
Download what? Stop stressing and talk to me.
What I was doing earlier. Before I had my shower. That's leave it. Fine, I give up. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm just forget it. Not the bother being creative.
Honey,
What?
you can do it.
Huh?
I said you can do it, you just got to figure it out.
Until I started it. Oh!
So that's why I take breaks. Are you tipping your tea out? I can't drink out again. What did I tell you about that yesterday? Stop tipping it out and drink it. Air things. That's what I want. Yeah, wet floor. It's only squash.
I forgot.
Oh crap! I left. I left my stream on. On the. Oh yeah. So it's literally cascade straight through. Da, 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 da. I think the second viewer I'm getting is when I'm on my when I'm actually on my YouTube stream. Okay, you can sit next to me.
Wait, let's do Lucy.
Okay.
Wait till we've got more got the one.
You don't need a screwdriver. You can do it with your fingers. Back in a minute, Kai. Feel me? I was actually looking at this the other day and thinking, on Monday, after I've aired this place out, I might just strip that down and give it a clean. I said on Monday, as in on Monday when, you know, no, because it's like, if and when I do get the parts that I need for this, which I'm seriously tempted on doing anyway, and fuck how much it costs. Because I'm clearly not going to get anywhere trying to earn money in stream. But if I do, then I've got to give mine a damn good clean out again. Mind you, it's fairly easy with a desk build because you just take the top off. You're best to turn the computer off if you're going to blast it with air. And make sure you have it on the cold setting, don't do.
I'm not on the cold setting, I only want to do the thing here like this.
Jesus! Where's Jesus? Say hello to Jesus. Testing a theory. Hello. Somebody's getting ready to nap. I'm going to try a theory. I know you're going to kill me, battery, but I'm going to try a theory. Little monster, little monster, little monster it is. Little monster, little monster, little monster it is. Little monster. It worked the other day when I used it to...
There it goes.
A tiny human might go to sleep, you never know. Ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Right, let's have a look and see about the Hive. I haven't got time to use my own bloody VR. Not with a house full of children and work.
Mike, and today I'm going to be giving you my review of the brand new standalone VR headset from HTC, the Vive Focus 3. This headset launched last week for an eye-watering $1,300 US.
Yeah, my oldest has an
by the way,
issue
so I could cover it on the
wearing
channel. So please leave a like on the video.
clothes that are a little bit too big for him.
It's a standalone VR headset aimed at the business and enterprise markets, but HTC have regularly changed for gaming on their social media, and some VR developers have already started to port their VR games over to the new headset, which made me super curious to check it out. The three big burning questions are: how does this headset compare to the Oculus Quest 2? Is it any good for VR gaming? And if you're a consumer that has the budget for it, should you consider buying one? Well, I'll be answering all of those questions along with everything else you need to know in this video. But first, let me show you what comes inside the box.
You have to run over my pillow.
Inside
Yes.
the box you get two newly designed VR controllers, which are strikingly similar to the Oculus Touch controllers.
The what piece? It's the washer. You have it on the
Base?
well, look for where the washer's missing. That's, you should have 4 washers, and you've... And it should be on the glass. Oh, that's because your washers are on the screw. You look for the one without the washer. That's got a washer. That's got a washer. that stops the screws from cracking or scratching the glass, because these are soft rubber bits it screws into. That's why I got you that case, because it's a nice easy case to work with. Oh, who's got the grin thinking they're having my chair all to himself? See that, honey? As soon as I came back, he just flopped over with a grin on his face. He's like, I'm taking this entire chair for me.
With the same button layout and inverted tracking rings. You get a power adapter with a barrel connector to charge the external battery pack, a USB-C splitter cable to charge the controllers from the headset, an instruction manual and warranty documentation, the Vive Focus 3 headset itself, and finally a 2000 mAh rechargeable curved battery pack. I have to say, I am loving the design of this headset. It has this super sleek aesthetic with its matte black finish and glossy black front faceplate that makes it look and feel like a premium product. The headset with the battery installed weighs around 785 grams, which is roughly 30 grams lighter than the Oculus Quest 2 with the Elite battery strap installed. As this is a standalone headset, it uses 4 cameras on the corners of the headset to provide full 6 degrees of freedom inside-out tracking for both the headset and the controllers. It has a sturdy head strap with an adjustment dial at the back, along with a quick release button so you can get in and out of the headset quickly.
Messing with my
Integrated
pillows,
into the
do you
headset
not
is built-in
understand?
back speakers featuring dual drivers, which I found delivered good
Jarrett,
quality
they are my
of ear
pillows.
audio.
I sleep
A
on them. My
3.5
head goes
millimeter
on them.
audio
I do
jack
not
is
want
located
them
on the right
covered
side
in
of the
your
headset
spit
if you
and
want to
shit.
use your own headphones.
Thank you.
Although most headphones tend to have cables on the left side, so it's a bit of a strange place to put
Bad
a
enough
jack.
you play on
in
my
the
mattress
people.
all the time.
The headset
You're
does
not
have
messing up my
built-in
pillow.
Bluetooth,
I've
but
got to
suffers
put my
from the
head
same
on.
1-second audio latency as the Oculus Quest 2, meaning it's unusable for Bluetooth headphones
If you had to
and
connect to my
Bluetooth
mattress,
haptic
that would
vest.
have happened, would it?
Next to the headphone jack is a USB-C port, which can be used to connect the headset to a PC to play PCVR content, which I'll cover in more detail later on in the video. Or you can use this port to charge the controllers using the supplied USB-C splitter cable. Sadly though, this USB-C port doesn't provide power to the headset's battery, so
Good
you
job,
can't
fat
play
bum.
and charge at the same time when using a link cable. All the power is supplied from the removable battery pack, which sits behind the rear head cushion and also acts as a nice counterweight to help balance out the weight distribution. You can only charge the headset through the battery using the supplied 1 meter power adapter, making it impossible to play and charge at the same time. Found on a full charge, the battery provides roughly around 2 hours of playtime. Both the front and back face cushions are made from a soft, comfortable and easily cleaned material, which can be quickly swapped out if needed, as they're just held in place using magnets. At the bottom of the headset are volume buttons along with a granular IPD adjustment dial, catering for an IPD range between 57 and 72 millimeters. This headset also has some unique hidden features. It has a micro SD card slot located under the face cushion to expand the 128GB internal storage
Don't headbutt
to
me.
an additional 2TB, which is a nice touch. It also has a USB-C port found hidden underneath a magnetic cover at the front, although I don't know what HTC have planned for this hidden USB-C port right now. Thankfully, the built-in microphone is better placed on the Focus 3 than the Vive Pro 2, meaning you don't get the issues with plosives, and this is what the microphone sounds like. This is what the Vive Focus 3's built-in microphone sounds like. This is what the Oculus Quest 2's microphone sounds like. Inside the headset you have the newly designed lenses. They're the same lenses from the Vive Pro 2. They're Fresnel lenses which are stacked to provide a wide 120 degrees horizontal field of view. In terms of display, it also uses the same single low persistence LCD panel from the Vive Pro 2, which provides a resolution of 2448 by 2448
What is
pixels
your
per
problem?
eye, running up to 90 Powering all of this is what HTC call an optimized XR2 chipset.
See, it works
from
when I do it,
Qualcomm.
it just doesn't work
When we
when anybody
compare
else
the
does it.
specs on paper to the Oculus Quest 2, the Focus 3 beats it in all categories. But more on that later, as my real-world testing provided some interesting results. Moving on from the headset to the new controllers, we see a familiar inverted tracking ring design, similar to that of the Oculus Quest 2, with the same ABXY button layout, grip and trigger buttons along with thumbsticks. The only key difference is that these controllers are charged using USB-C
This is
instead
going
of
to end
double
in
batteries. The
tears.
internal rechargeable battery in the Focus 3's controllers provides around 15 hours of battery life. The grips are a little bit longer than the Oculus Quest controllers and feature a nice textured grip to them that felt good in my baby-sized hands. The only thing I didn't quite like about these controllers are that the trigger and grip buttons click when they're fully pressed down, but overall I think HTC did a great job on these new controllers, and I'm sure developers will be happy to see controller parity across systems, meaning that porting their VR games to this headset will be a much easier task. The setup process was okay, using the mobile Vive Manager app, which is available for both iPhone and Android, and all in all, the whole process took no longer than 10 minutes to get up and running. When you put the headset on for the first time, you calibrate the floor and trace your play space area boundary using a camera pass-through mode, which is very similar to that of the Oculus Quest 2. Although I found I had to do this more often with the Focus 3, as it didn't seem to remember my play space layout every time. Once in VR, you're greeted with the new Vive Reality System 2.0 home environment. Everything here is very basic at the moment. You have a range of settings which you can tweak, but the store just isn't ready yet. If you want to buy any of the applications or games from the store, you're given a web link where you have to buy the apps and games from your desktop PC. I mean, you can't even buy apps and games through the mobile app at the moment, which is also disappointing. With that aside though, in the home environment I could test the headset and controller tracking, which I was happy to see worked great. Even when putting the controllers behind my back to purposely lose tracking, they were quickly reintroduced. I'm happy to say that tracking of both the headset and controllers was absolutely spot on and didn't let me down in all of my testing, so top marks to HTC there. Hand tracking is supported on the Focus 3, but sadly, there wasn't any content for me to test out at the time of this video. When it comes to games, the native game library is pretty small right now, with the best of the bunch being Hyperdash from developers Triangle Factory. The game ran incredibly smoothly at 90 Hz, and I felt right at home dashing around the map, capturing the payload and taking down my opponents. The LCD panel provides a nice sharp image when dialed in, and the wider field of view looks great with no screen door effect at all. Although I do have some issues with the lenses, but more on that later. All the footage that you see here has been captured directly from the headset.
Looks alright, but like I said, I don't even have time to use the headset I've got, so there's no point upgrading the headsets. Wasn't he playing with that one? You were using the bag.
But I was using that.
No, clearly you weren't, because he was using it. Every time I've looked around, he's had hold of it.
But I did it down here first.
Well, you stopped using it, and then he got it.
Well, it was mine.
It's not yours. Nothing in this house is yours. Nothing belongs to you till you start paying for stuff.
Don't want the phone. I don't want the phone.
Creepiest things caught on camera. Go on then.
The word creepy can be used to describe many things that make our skin crawl. From having an unexplained paranormal experience to brushing shoulders with a dangerous criminal, there are countless creepy moments that could shock and scare even the bravest people. And sometimes these disturbing moments are captured on video for all to see. Today, we'll be looking at 7 of the creepiest moments ever caught on camera.
Snap. You're using that, Jarrett. Let Kai play with the bag.
In June 2016, a simple trip to the playground became an unforgettable day for one family. When Scotty Denton took his 3 children to play at a park in Warwick, Rhode Island, he never imagined seeing something that would keep them all in the car, afraid to approach the empty playground. Eager to document what was happening, Scotty began filming himself and explained the situation.
Right, we're at the playground, and the kids don't want to go anymore because look at this. This is real. Look at this. There's no wind out here right now. Look, there's nobody. No wind. Look at the other swings. Look at it.
Leave me alone,
When Scotty turns the camera toward the playground swing set, it's clear why the kids are hesitant. Despite the relatively calm air that day, one of the swings moves erratically back and forth, seemingly being influenced by some unseen force. Scotty reports that the wind isn't strong enough to move the swing so violently, and the other swings on the set, which are barely moving in the breeze, appear to back him up. Scotty's kids are too scared to get out of the car. They're convinced something paranormal is responsible for the swing's strange movement. Could something be out there on the
You're as
playground?
bad as each other. I got no sympathy for either of you.
Nobody out there.
As long as you don't kill each other, I don't really care anymore. Do not use that. That is heavy.
But it's really heavy.
Nobody here.
Put it down.
While YouTube skeptics were quick to dismiss the video and blame a strong wind or simply a staged event, others weren't so sure. A Facebook comment from a Warwick local claims to have seen the swing going crazy before and that the park is haunted. Ghost or not, when children are reluctant to have a playground all to themselves, something strange is definitely going on.
Whoa.
Have you ever suspected a stranger in the street meant you harm? On May 5th, 2017, a 33-year-old woman in London crossed paths with sudden, unbelievable violence as she crossed the Putney Bridge in London. Her terrifying encounter was captured on CCTV. As she crosses the bridge, busy with both pedestrians and vehicles, the woman passes a driver who appears to shove her into traffic and directly into the path of an oncoming bus. Miraculously, the bus driver is able to swerve out of the way to avoid hitting and possibly killing the woman. The bus stopped and passengers poured out to help the woman, who had escaped the ordeal with only minor injuries. The driver had gotten away, but in a shocking twist, he ran back across the bridge in the other direction, about 15 minutes after his vicious shove. The woman attempted to speak to him, but he reportedly ignored her and ran away from the
Garrett, enough!
The jogger was a white male, estimated to be in his 30s, with brown eyes and short hair.
Unless you want to go spend the
There was
next
no
hour in your
clear
room, I'd
explanation
pack it
as to
in.
why he had suddenly pushed a woman into such incredible danger. After an exhaustive investigation, with photos circulating of the unidentified man, the London
You will never be
Metropolitan
big enough, little
Police
man.
closed the case. They had investigated more than 50 suspects and even arrested 3 men, but had not found the mystery jogger. No one was ever charged with this sudden and extreme act of violence, made all the more frightening by its complete lack of explanation. Sometimes the line between fun and fear is paper thin. The 2 young girls in this viral video learned that lesson the hard way. On October 30th, 2012, YouTube user Angel Ruiz uploaded this video featuring 2 young girls sitting together at a small table. As they both eat dinner, everything appears normal until one of the girls sees something that frightens her in the next room, a darkened kitchen.
Yeah.
Jarrett, put them back.
I go big down.
hit the cat with the bag?
What are you scared of? He just fell over. The fish? Fish died. Are you alright, Grace? He was okay. He just... Ow!
The girl can't quite explain what's causing her distress, but she's obviously very scared. As the girl gets more and more upset, even beginning to cry, the other girl reacts the opposite way, laughing at the scene. Until...
Look at me. You listen to me. Come on, look at me. What's the matter? What was that?
Whatever was frightening the first little girl, the second girl now sees it. She screams and runs away from the kitchen as well. Though an adult tries to comfort the two girls, they are certain they've come face to face with something terrifying. This mysterious video gained attention for the intensity of the girls' reactions, as well as the fact that what scared the girls is never shown. Was it just a trick of light or wind, or could an apparition have appeared to them? Perhaps
Kids can see shit we can't. Because their minds aren't closed off like ours are. And some of that shit's quite scary. And I can say that from experience. When I was a kid, I saw some seriously scary shit. The grown-ups couldn't see.
it's true what they say, that children can see things adults can't.
Because our minds are programmed not to see this shit. They taught from day one that this shit doesn't exist.
Opera GX is the world's first browser for gamers. It's a browser for gamers like you and me.
Home surveillance is meant to make us feel safe, but sometimes security cameras capture truly frightening footage that puts us even more on edge. Kathleen Frascarelli of Bristol, Connecticut used a Ring doorbell security system for peace of mind, but in May 2019, the cameras showed her something outside her front door that terrified her. At 8:45 p.m., an individual emerges from the darkness and tries to open Kathleen's front door. They carry a bag of some kind strapped across their shoulders and have a heavy-looking object in the pocket of their hoodie. But in a skin-crawling twist, the person is wearing a plastic mask with a permanent smile plastered on their face. They even look directly into the camera, seemingly unafraid of being recorded. After knocking and standing at the door for 15 seconds, the person walks away from Kathleen's house, but not before wiping their fingerprints off of the doorknob.
I got to shout. I got to shout. You got me.
It's unclear whether the masked stranger expected Kathleen to be at home, but she was, and she bravely went downstairs to her door. By the time she got there, the stranger was in a car parked across the street from her home. She yelled from an open window, "Can I help you?" Then repeated her question a second time, but the stranger sped off before she could do anything else. Kathleen was sure the visitor came to her home with bad intentions, since they had taken the extra step to remove identifying fingerprints from the door. The incident inspired other neighbors to lock their doors and get security cameras of their own. Bristol police looked into the frightening incident, but the masked stranger was never found, and residents of Kathleen's neighborhood surely had trouble sleeping following this unsettling visit.
The slide is big enough.
In another creepy moment caught on home surveillance camera in 2019, one Stockton, California family was targeted by a disturbed neighbor and caught his terrifying behavior on video. 38-year-old Gong Pham is captured on a Ring security video under cover of night doing the unthinkable, dousing his neighbor's home in gasoline, then attempting to light what would have been a devastating blaze.
As if that to him, Garrett and then he just dropped it on the.
Fortunately, Pham had used diesel gas, which is left.
I'll pause that a minute, and I'm going for some nicotine. I'm gonna need you to go to a shop shortly, sweetheart, to get some bread.
Yeah, we need some
I know.
Starting our walk at the edge of town and heading alongside the river to a place where we can make our pictures.
Say, yeah, say please, and then say thank you. Well done, Kai. You're welcome, Seth.
I think the Ramblers are right. Autumn is a lovely season for walking. You can also see so many amazing colours. Could you spot that tree with orange leaves? Why don't you keep your eyes out for more orange things on our walk today, and at the end, we'll see how many you spotted.
It's bright, it's cozy, it's square, and it's cold.
Now, let's reverse the video a little bit because I missed that.
In another creepy moment caught on home surveillance camera in 2019, one Stockton, California family was targeted by a disturbed neighbor and caught his terrifying behavior on video. 38-year-old Gong Pham is captured on a Ring security video under cover of night doing the unthinkable, dousing his neighbor's home in gasoline, then attempting to light what would have been a devastating blaze.
I hope this piece of filth goes to prison for a very long time. Or went to prison for a very long time, shall I say? Are there children in there?
Fortunately, Pham had used diesel gas, which is less flammable than petrol. When his attempt to set the fire doesn't work, Pham appears to give up and walk away from the gasoline-soaked front door and porch. Had he used petrol, he could easily have killed himself and those asleep inside the home, which included a 3-year-old and 10-year-old child. Pham was arrested after being identified on the security footage and charged with attempted homicide and arson. The creepiest part of Pham's inexplicable behavior was the reasoning he gave for it. He told police he had seen a ghost in his neighbor's home and was trying to kill it in his attempt to burn the house down. Additionally, he had been recorded on the same security camera prior to this incident, pacing around the front of the home and repeatedly ringing the doorbell. The incredibly lucky family survived a horrifying attempt on their lives, but this footage serves as a shocking reminder of what a dangerously disturbed neighbor had in mind for them.
Spooky. But this building actually used to be a cinema where people watched films. It's all checked up.
I hope he went to prison for life.
Predators can lurk anywhere, even in a crowd of witnesses. One young woman came face to face with one such predator on a Bronx subway car in December 2019. A fellow passenger's cell phone captured the moment that took everyone by surprise that night. Just before 3 a.m., a man dressed in red winter gear tries to get the attention of a young woman sleeping across from him on the train.
Yeah, this is creepy. Got the fact that he's like red. Lots of red.
After speaking to her a few times, he waits until the train doors open and suddenly grabs her, carrying her off the train in an attempted abduction.
Get up! Try to grab me? This nigga is driving me the train. Yo, this nigga's in the screen right here, look. Yo, this nigga's at the screen.
That guy.
Look, this right here. This right here, look, this at the green, look. This right here, wake up. Hold on, first of all, we at the top.
The woman is shocked, as are her fellow passengers, and she quickly frees herself from the man and gets back on the train. A young man traveling with her barely has time to react to the sudden grab, and the would-be abductor manages to walk away from the scene as the train pulls away from the station. Fortunately, the man later identified as 48-year-old Sonny Alloway did not evade justice for long. Just hours after the video was taken and posted on social media, he was found in the street by a group of vigilantes.
I know.
After this incident, Alloway was arrested and charged with unlawful imprisonment, though Bronx district attorneys deferred prosecution to build a case. Alloway has
Do you
claimed the
realise you're
video
on
was a
camera, so I can
misunderstanding
check
and that
the
he was
video and
only
see what
trying to
happened?
rescue the woman from an apparent abusive situation. Whether or not there's any truth to this explanation, the footage is truly disturbing.
Stop going!
Are you spending thousands and thousands of pounds a month on paid media?
I'd like
If that's a
thousands
yes,
and thousands of
then-
pounds a month.
It takes a truly wicked person to harm some of the most vulnerable people in our society. In February 2017, police in Las Vegas set an unusual trap to catch a deranged criminal. 46-year-old Daniel Aldape and 60-year-old David Dunn, two homeless men from Las Vegas, were found murdered in their sleep. The causes of death were determined to be blunt force trauma to the head, and the murder weapon in both cases was a hammer. Law enforcement tried to draw the perpetrator to strike a third time by placing a decoy dummy in the area. Their idea worked, and what they captured on video was truly shocking.
It looks like there's a roller coaster on this side of the river.
The footage shows 30-year-old Shane A. Schindler attacking the dummy, which he believes to be a sleeping homeless person. He violently strikes it in the head with a hammer and tries to walk away casually after realizing he's hit a mannequin, not a human being. Since the two other victims had been attacked the same way, police knew they had their man. Schindler was promptly arrested before he had a chance to leave the area.
No, no, no. No, no.
No,
No, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, there's no limit. Ow.
Schindler pleaded guilty to attempted murder in court, but because there was no physical evidence linking him to the two bludgeoning deaths or
Seth.
another nighttime attack that injured a
Sit on the
third man,
chair.
he was
10
technically
minutes
charged
time
with
out.
the attack of the mannequin. He admitted that he believed
I don't
the
care where
dummy
you
was
sit,
a
just
real
sit and do
person
not
when he
move.
struck the head with the hammer. Police did not know his motivation for the killings, nor did they have much background information on
Parenting
Schindler.
101.
Despite the
Do not
unusual
spare the rod.
circumstances of the plea, a judge sentenced
This is what
Schindler
happens
to
when you
8 to
do.
20 years in prison for his
Jared, leave him
unthinkable
alone.
violence.
So,
Which one of these stories did
I
you
don't care
find
at
the
this point.
creepiest?
You've done
Have
nothing
you
but
ever
wind him up
captured
all
anything
morning.
creepy on camera yourself? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
Do you have to hit me in the goulash, little man? Jarrett, leave him alone. Is there any cartoons on to distract you? This is because I'm not letting them have their tablets today because they've been naughty. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need a reefer to smoke now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Well, you got it. Let's face it. Shaggy and Scooby have always got the munchies.
Yeah.
They're stoned. My good God, they got Shaggy dressed up as. Which one's the blonde?
The blonde?
Yeah.
Freddie.
No, the female one.
There's no blonde female. They had the red head and the brunette.
Because you got Velma, who's the glasses one, isn't you?
Yeah, and the brunette.
And
And Daphne's the redhead.
Yeah, because Scooby and Shaggy are playing the girls. They're dressed as the girls. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
Why does anybody doesn't
Seth, shut up or you're going upstairs for an hour. I've had enough of you today, little man. You did nothing but wind me up all day yesterday, and you're doing the same thing again today.
Dad! Everybody's being so silly to me.
Oh, try not being a prick, and we won't treat you bad.
Dad! Dad!
Kai, leave him alone.
Dad! Dad! Do it. Get away, Kai! Get away!
Kai, leave him alone. Stop tormenting him. You know what a twat he is. Do you want to go upstairs for an hour, Kai? Then pack it in. Google's reckoning has come, has it, Gordon?
Wait, don't skip forward. This intro is very important, okay? Before we get to the tech news, I have something to tell you. What are you, 4? Google has been sued by the State Attorney General of 36 states and Washington, D.C. It's not a state, but it does have some very cool buildings. The lawsuit is very similar to the one Epic brought against Apple, as it centers around the Googles, that's what I call them, the Google. Their 30% commission fee they take from all transactions on the Google Play Store. The lawsuit seems to have been inspired by recently changed policies from Google that will attempt to capture fees from apps that have managed to sidestep them so far, such as Netflix. The case will also bring up Google's past anti-competitive behavior, such as offering Samsung enormous benefits and sums of money in exchange for not building out the Galaxy Store, which clearly didn't work because they did that. Google's response to the lawsuit is, of course, Wahoo! Us? No, Android. It's an open platform. Anyone can do anything on there as long as they pay us enough money. Oh, look, it's Apple doing bad stuff.
You're not getting away with this one, Google.
Yo, we got you on our side now, Google. U.S. President Joe Biden went ahead and issued that executive order the White House teased earlier this week, and turns out it's not just focused on the right to repair. The order covers a number of issues related to general anti-competitive behavior in many industries, including company mergers, user surveillance and data collection, and that mid-2010s buzzword, net neutrality.
Yeah.
In most cases, it will be up to the FTC to put the order's recommendations into action, but action on net neutrality will require the FCC's involvement, which currently often finds itself deadlocked with 2 Republican and 2 Democrat members, as Biden hasn't nominated a replacement for former FCC chairman Ajit Pai, probably because they haven't found someone with an equally silly, oversized mug. There's got to be a Democrat who loves big gulps out there or something. And Microsoft is making it a bit hard to get stoked for Windows 11 thanks to a few somewhat concerning developments. It looks like users still running Windows 7 or 8.1 will have to do a clean install of Windows 11 instead of directly upgrading, which, okay, makes sense. Those are old OSs. It's probably simpler to just wipe and start fresh. But then, let's add in a report that says Windows 11 Insider build is pretty unpolished for something that's set to release in just a few months. And also, the emergency patch Microsoft just issued to fix the print nightmare flaw didn't actually fix it. Look, I don't know what's causing the funk that Microsoft is currently in, but everything seemed fine until they announced their Microsoft Store partnership with Amazon. I don't know, Jeff Bezos might have gone and dumped some pee bottles on the servers or something. Could be anything. Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Blinkist, the app that takes the best insights and important info from thousands of nonfiction books and condenses them into about 15-minute chunks. Remind you of anything called Quick Bits? With Blinkist, you can read or listen to audio summaries in a wide variety of categories. Business and finance, parenting, self-help, philosophy, and they've got full audiobooks now too, with up to 65% off for premium subscribers. Learn about the cosmos from Carl Sagan, or philosophy from Marcus Aurelius. These were smart people, I think. Everyone can get the 7-day free trial and cancel anytime, but the first 100 people to go to our link, Blinkist.com/techlink, will also get 25% off a full membership. So click the link below to check it out. question, Colton. If a
Don't.
quick bit happens in a video
Hey,
that
Jared.
no one can make a
Drop
sound.
something.
After trying to wiggle its way out of government regulation, Twitter has finally agreed to start hiring for the positions India now requires it to have, such as a chief compliance officer who will make sure posts on the platform abide by India's new content rules, which prohibit dangerous, bad things like hashtags related to farmer protests. You don't want children growing up thinking it's okay
Hi,
to
stop
criticize the
tormenting your
government. Can you
brothers. They're
imagine?
both a lot bigger than you and can hurt you a lot more than you can them.
Criticize the government and everybody else. Qualcomm has announced the smartphone for Snapdragon Insiders, a $1,500 phone built by ASUS and designed to show off the Snapdragon
Yeah,
888
I've seen
chipset's
this. It
fancy
looks really
features like
bloody good.
5G,
But for
Wi-Fi 6E,
1,500
and
quid, they
onboard
can
AI.
shove it where the
Only
sun don't
Snapdragon
bloody
Insiders
shine.
have the privilege of buying the phone, while the rest of us are limited to making financial decisions that aren't bad. Ah, this sucks. I'm upset. Did you catch that? Speaking of phones, Front Page Tech has published what it claims are the final specs of the Google 6 and 6 Pro we'll probably be seeing in October, with the most interesting detail being the apparently Google-designed processor codenamed Whitechapel. We'll probably also be seeing the Pixel 5a, as a filing for that phone was just spotted on the FCC database. Both of these devices may come with at least 5 years of software updates, which should definitely last you until the next heatwave kills us all. Google may be looking for more money on the Play Store, but they're actually letting you take your Google funds elsewhere with an update to the Google Pay app, which will let you use them through a virtual Visa debit card and tap-to-pay NFC terminals in stores. Wait, so Google is good. Or are they bad? Do you... And OnePlus has admitted to speed limiting over 300 apps on the company's phones after an investigation called them out for the practice. But OnePlus seemed to not think it was that big of a deal, claiming it provides a smooth experience while reducing power consumption, which would sound fine if it didn't mean cutting down on Chrome's performance by around 80%. Oh, my phone lasts 3 more hours, but I spend an extra hour trying to get a friggin' search result. I think that's saving the planet. I think that's what that means. Recycle. Better save your attention span for Monday, though, because that's when we'll be back with more tech news. It's the weekend now, guys. You can relax. I'm sorry I said boo.
I'm not. Get mad. I like you, fella, but get Madison on. We like Madison. She's a Fruit Loop.
Every
She's
time a
brilliant.
competitor or bot clicks on your ad, your advertising budget is
Haven't
wasted.
seen Madison in any of
We
these
know that
videos
one
for a
in
while.
every
Hope
5
she's alright.
clicks has no intentions of converting. Clixies make sure that competitors...
Bread. I don't know. 5 fake soldiers getting called out. Who would fake being a soldier?
Ah, it's back again. Like that. I'm gonna go back with this guy. Wow, I'm a bit off leveling up.
Enjoy that?
This I think would be a lot better.
He's got the same problem I have. His kids are in the same room with him when he's streaming. You might want to mute your mic though, mate, when you shout at your kids.
Go!
I like the game. You just said that twice. Oh.
D. D. D.
Yeah, me too. Bit silly, but they do my head in sometimes, but they have been really good so far today. I have stayed quiet for about an hour and a half. What's too loud, Nick? Ah, right, okay, yeah. I do apologise for that, folks. I had a BRB, the kids started to finish, their father started playing up.
Looks like it's time to party.
They're demons, they're worse than demons. They make demons look like angels. Oh, I don't like this. How many pictures were in there? Oh, wow. Not for cheese, I think, okay.
What a shot! Headshot.
No explosions, love.
Right, let's turn you back down again. Even with the bloody his volume turned right down, I still heard Dave shouting at his kids there. Cause they're evil. Hey boys. I would never buy one of those. I really want to. I don't need my stream up at the same time. Shut up, Twitch, you.
It's only too loud.
I'm not the one who controls Twitch. Not Twitch, sorry, TikTok. It's not my fault when people upload videos with extremely loud content.
Somebody must stop doing
There. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm in live scene rather than what was it? Oh, never mind. Whoa! Oh, it's 20 minutes till lunchtime and I've got nothing to give the kids for lunch. I'm gonna have to get dressed and go out. I just logged into that and it doesn't appear to be there. Why? It is. Now, I downloaded some mods for this last night to make looking for components and plans a little easier, because I obviously don't have a lot of time where I can play the game. Let's see if they work.
Bye bye, pumpkin. Pumpkin great eyes. And a mouse. Pumpkin great fire candy.
See the display alerts work. Why is not the rest of it working?
Because he
Hey.
added the X-eyes and he couldn't see.
I've lost my mouse. Of course I've lost my mouse. I have to wait till that does that till
It's gonna be like 10
Of course.
minutes or one.
I put my thing on to start playing a game, and of course now that's when the children will demand my attention.
You played that game in the night.
I played it last night, yes, and if I can, I'm going to try and play it today.
You have to
Well, most likely I'm not going to be able to play it for long, between having to get up to deal with you horrible lot. Let's have a look, see if the mods I downloaded have done anything. Should have a map somewhere here. Yes, I have a map. Excellent. So that will help. There's a signal over there. Did you just attack me? Did you just attack me? Get out from behind me. This attitude of yours is going to get you a fucking hiding if you keep on with me! Get over there, sit on the chair, and stay there! 5 years old and he's acting like a fucking teenager. Get upstairs! I've had it up to here with that little man's attitude. I'm going to start using the hand on his backside if he continues. Yep, I'm going to get dressed and go over to the shop. No. Excuse me, Kai. When I tell you to do something, you don't say it in my face. Why should I? Tough. You're staying upstairs for the rest of the day. You're coming down only to go to the toilet and to eat. Seth's being naughty. Seth's staying upstairs for the rest of the day. I've had enough of his attitude.
least 100 million sharks are killed by people.
Then go to the bloody toilet. And then get yourself back upstairs.
But why are they under threat? And what can we all do?
You know, we were so happy when he was born.
For this special episode of 16,
You're busy. I'm doing nothing important, I'm just streaming. And as I've got nobody watching and nobody could be interested in my streams, what's the fucking point? A lot of a chat box I've seen. Right, let's get back to what I'm doing. Right. Well, that one hasn't worked, has it? Okay, let's see which direction I'm going.
Each year, 20,000 people come to the Bahamas to dive with sharks, contributing nearly £90 million to the local
We're zooming in with that. Probably not. What am I carrying? Oh, empty, just a couple of med packs. That's good. Oh, I've got the recipe for that. Oh, I can build the sea glide. Oh, cool. Okay, let's go find out what I need to build the sea glide. Oh, I haven't updated my stream, so I'm playing this out. Oh, there's been a couple of what I can do with that. Copper wire. Barley. Idiot. Sea glide, I don't need that titanium. I've got one spare battery, that should do. That off. Yeah.
In this series, we'll be pushing our bodies to their limits. I like the sound of this by doing extraordinary experiments on each other. To uncover what goes on inside and out. That's amazing. From the bizarre to the incredible. It's time to find out what you're made of. Chris? Coming up, Operation Out. But for rides, we see what it takes to straighten your teeth. Find out what biggest ingredients has to do with this. And we're mixing up a treat to show you how
Now,
your
what the
stomach
fuck just attacked me?
It's disgusting. Each year, over 18 million incidents mean people end up in accidents and emergencies. Let's see how the guinea pigs our first patient. In Sheffield, 8-year-old Mason is in what appears to be there's no stranger to broken bones. You might be thinking Mason must be the most prone boy around, but in fact,
Carry on straight ahead. I would have found that one. Is that where I am? That's where I am, so I need to clear that way a little bit.
He set off down again as usual, minding his own business, as usual, but he was distracted. He noticed that the curve on the pavement was really high. Pretty high like a mountain. Those are totally ridiculous. It's a normal street. Anyway, as I said, he was distracted. When he went to step up, he had a momentary lapse of concentration. Whoa!
See, like, I can probably got that.
Just saw. Before he knew it, he thought it landed a smash right on his elbow. Ouch. Now Mason's off to X-ray to find out exactly what's going on. The bone condition Mason has is called fibrous dysplasia. And it means that many of the bones that should be hard are actually soft, meaning they can break through his skin. There's no denying Mason's got a bad break.
Cool, now I can make that if we can find the plans
Over
for
to
it.
another doctor. Mr. Beavis. Your The task will stop
I want
on
the rest of the mobile base.
Mason will be in operation in the next few days to properly fix his arm.
What's down there? What's that down
Opening
there?
a cast with such a bad break can be painful. Don't worry, the nurse has got a couple of tricks up her sleeve. We're going to give you some medical treatment.
I got that already. Cool.
After some painkillers squirted up his nose, there's some laughing gas.
Take some good breath. Perfect.
As you breathe
It should be directly ahead of me somewhere.
it numbs the pain receptors in your brain so you can't feel their damage. They can be turned a lot less and giving you a feeling anyway. And it's not called laughing gas. It seems to be contagious. It's not even a stand-up comedian. Or a lie-down one anyway. What's the next one, David, please? Show's over. Passed on, Mason can go home to his operation. We'll be back later to find out. Now to our lab, where we do incredible experiments to show you how your body works. So watch this. Don't try anything you see here at home. Now this is a real stomach, but it's not my stomach. This stomach is, well actually it's a sheep stomach, but it's very similar to ours. Now your stomach is amazing stretching. That's right, after you've eaten food, it goes down into your stomach, which then mashes it up.
What is that?
Another amazing thing is it's fat called food. So if you have a snap, then it stays that you eat this meal, then it'll get much bigger. And we're going to show you just how much bigger it can get. First, we're going to make a meal of this big as chips and peas. We are. Now we're going to mix it all up in the electrolyzer, just like your teeth mash up food when they chew it. There we go. Nice big jug of fish fingers. Now we need to pour the mixture into the hole at the top where the food from your mouth goes down into your stomach. We've closed up the hole at the bottom too. This is where the food will leave your stomach to go into your intestines to be absorbed. When you eat, not the whole of the food. Squeeze the eggs, force it back up your food pipe, comes out as a bone. When you get rid of the other egg, it's because gas has been produced in your large intestine. Don't even think about it, just keep it. Much bigger, hasn't it?
top or whatnot. Okay, let's get to this. Didn't I already find this one? I think I already found this one. Yep, I found this one.
So if I sit out just to get some food, and then just my stomach acid, then I'll add some of this acid milk. Watch what happens.
Table, area, eat.
See that? Oh, that's disgusting. So the milk has gone chunky. And that's because the acid has made the protein in the milk all clumped together. It's called purging. It's what happens in your stomach every time you drink a milkshake. Oh, I like milkshake. Your stomach acid does this to milk to stop it flowing through your body too quickly. It needs to absorb all the proteins from those crumbly lumps. So this acid is clearly very strong stuff. So why doesn't it dissolve our gut? In your stomach, you've got a layer of thick. The rest of your gut is secreting.
Look, I got a hole in my sandwich. A hole in my sandwich. A hole. Not anywhere in my sandwich.
Jarrett, table, food. Fine, then I'll take it and throw it away. I suggest you sit down and eat your dinner at lunch.
Dinner is the same as I can eat fingers of the racket. Tara got 3 holes in my sandwich. I'm about to eat jelly, Jared. I'm a jelly. I got to make jelly. I'm a jelly sandwich. Nice to meet you, jelly sandwich. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Jared. I'm a blaster. Rah, rah, rah.
Shut up. Eat.
Got you. 6, 7, 8, triple whammy. Who thinks they've got a good explanation about why? Another good theory, Charlie. For all sorts of different explanations. Scientists don't know why we work.
So, I need to Make the compass good. Oh goody. Oh dear, I seem to have some latency there. Why am I getting that? Okay, let's sort that out, because that's really not watchable like that. What else is running in the background? What? Well, you're the idiot who closed yourself out there. Now I've got to get up and bleed and rescue you, as per bloody usual.
What the fuck?
Well, I was getting up anyway, because I want to go for a fag. And I'm dropping frames. Not now, you. I need to close some shit down. Primarily that fucking thing. Noisy cunt. Down. I just want a fresh coffee.
Really a raccoon.
We just had a complaint from Darren next door about the amount of banging that was going on at 7 o'clock this morning.
Come on, Jared. Come on,
sheathing. He took
Baby,
training
baby,
all college.
baby.
Your second set of teeth or adult teeth should come
Baby,
through all
baby,
straightening doctors actually need to create space so the teeth can come through in the right position. And that means some teeth have to come out. This is one. And although it looks like he's got no front teeth, he's actually got 2 sets. This is the X-ray. Ryan's lost all his milk teeth and all his adult teeth are in place. See that gap? Now look above. There are his adult front teeth. Watch them growing down like 2 more teeth. What are we going to do
Game over. Not that I can play this game anyway, because it's just twitchy as fuck.
Listening to loud noise, and you can be blown around and disrupted. That's why it's important to protect your ears. But as you get older, the hairs naturally degrade, don't work as well. Take a look at this. Remember those little hearing cells that look like hairs? Well, this is what they look like in a young person's cochlea. Now compare it to an older person's body.
I've shut down
See how
everything
some
I
areas
can
have
shut
cracked
down.
and some have fallen over. This is natural damage that happens as you get older. And it's why you might have to speak a bit.
But I'm
louder
still
when
dropping
you're mad or
frames.
grumpy. But sometimes older people don't hear as well as younger people. Is that because of a lifetime of accumulating damage?
Really something like a battery that helps the hair cells convert the sound vibrations into electrical impulses. And as you get older, it becomes weaker and weaker, and so you can't transmit sounds as effectively as the brain.
Now we're about to do a brilliant sound test that you may want to try out yourself. But make sure your pets are out of the room because they can be very sensitive to high frequency sounds. Also, you may not hear some of the tones depending on what TV you have. And
Let's
may not
save
work
it,
on some
quit, and try and come back into it because that is too fucking glitchy.
as you get older. And to do this, I'm going to need a very technical piece of laboratory equipment. This is Ocean. He's 7 years old, and I'm going to go head to head with him to find out if I hear him is better than his. Don't be so sure, young man. Sound frequency is measured in hertz, and low frequency noise of around 400 hertz sounds like this. And as you increase the frequency, the sound gets higher. This is 1,000 hertz. Go higher still, and eventually
Yeah, it's
you
running
can't hear
smooth
it.
there. Why is that helicopter up and about so
So
much?
right now, go and get a grave, especially one who's a bit older, maybe a granny or grandma. See if they can play. So get ready for the first sound. If you hear it, give your thumbs up. Ocean can, and so can I. Yay! So we can both hear a sound at 8,000 hertz.
No, this is going to be unplayable. Or unstreamable, rather.
And me too, a double hit. That was pretty hard. How did you do at home?
Why is it dropping so many frames?
There was no sound.
Oh, I know why, because I'm not the only one playing.
Another thumbs up from Ocean, but I can't hear it, okay? So, Ocean's one ahead. Did you hear it? If so, I can officially declare you are still a child. Next. No bother for Ocean. Thumbs down for me. How did you get it? Don't worry at home, Grandad. You always blame me, Teddy. You only need you like 4,000 hertz. Makes me feel old. So the delicate hair cells in your cochlea enable your brain to hear noises. And as you get older, some of them disappear, making it harder to hear. But we can protect them. So remember, if you're going to listen to One Direction,
Oh, I'm going to have to
you're
turn
gonna say
Dixper off. See if it will run without Dixper in the background.
In accident and emergency, the team are ready to fix our next patient. Let's meet him. In Manchester, 7-year-old Brian is in hospital with a hole in his head.
Because if not, I won't be able to play again.
Holy moly, you did!
Because it's dropping frames like nobody's fucking business.
Brian was on his bike, riding along. Oh dear, no helmet. But his brother fancied a ride on it. Can I have a go? Okay.
I can't wait till we get proper high-speed fucking fibre in this area. Because the so-called high-speed fibre we've got does not work well when streaming, when there's more than one person in the room using a computer. This is pissing me off. No, you shouldn't have to stop having your fun just because my fucking stream's lagging like a bitch. It's fine as long as I'm not playing a fucking game. Well, it's not like I can play anyway, is it? Look.
That's what I say.
Hurts a lot.
Of course not. This is one tough guy we've got here. But because he wasn't wearing a helmet, he's had a blow to the head. Dr. Jonathan meets Skid Ryan, a thorough checkover.
And I get you to do a thing for your face. Put some funny faces for me. Make sure he's...
Hang on, Ryan. The test hasn't started yet.
I just want to make sure that all his nerves in his face so they're working fine, that he's not got any injuries to them. Plus just making sure that he's sort of obeying plans and stuff so he's not had a serious head injury. And I get you to screw your eyes tightly shut. There you go. Wide open. Very happy with that. Are you scared? pretty good.
Looks like he's had a lucky escape.
Very big in a situation when I've got to take him to hospital. Always calm, cool.
He's been here before. He must be accident prone.
Because this is quite new to hands, I think we might need to put stitches in there.
Make sure Ryan doesn't get any pain. Dr. Nandini Sen arrives to give him some laughing gas. Just like Mason earlier, with Ryan giggling away, the doctors can get to work. First up, they give his wound a good clean. Then they inject an anaesthetic to numb the area. Now the stitching can begin. It only takes 2 stitches to close off Ryan's wound. Keeping his cut smiling. And once he's checked out the doctor's handiwork, this action hero is ready to go home. Yeah, never mind the muscles, Ryan. On your butt. Let's hope we're going to see you back here soon. Bye! Next time on Operation Ouch, I meet someone who fakes wounds for a living. I think this is going to be the least painful. This boy's face needs fixing. And we meet Dr. Dom. Smells like doggies. Until then, that's all from Operation Ouch.
Fine. Be a cunt. Leave the fucking light alone! I've turned everything off that can be turned off. And it's still lagging like a bitch.
He's Dr. Chris, and he's Dr. Zahn. We're identical twins, or actually we will be. In this series, we're taking over one of the biggest children's hospitals in Europe, the amazing Alderhay in Liverpool. We'll go head to head as we take on some of our hospital's most important jobs. This isn't going well. Ouch and About hits the wards for more medical mysteries. That hole going into the this time. And we meet our brilliant ad patients who come in from
Not every background application is turned off, and my stream is still lagging so badly that it's not streamable. My day started on a shit. My day is going to continue to be a shit. Okay, for anyone who comes into my stream, I cannot play a game because it is lagging so badly. Our internet, for reasons unknown today, is as slow as fucking buggery. It's pointless trying to play a game when all it does is lag out on you. On a